Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to another segment of Complete Wellness with Cindy, the Busy Woman's Cheerleader. This is the channel where women from all walks of life can stop by, get tools and resources to help them thrive 360 in mind, body, spirit, and finances. I invite you to stay connected, subscribe to this channel, and visit me online at thecindyrand.com. Now for today's segment. Hello, beautiful people. This is Cindy, the Busy Woman's Cheerleader. So in celebration of Women's History Month, we're still celebrating each other. I wanted to share with you my small contribution to society. So it is being narrated by the beautiful Miss Kimberly Steele, a chapter from my most recent book, The Busy Woman's Guide to Holistic Health and Wellness, and it is available in stores and online near you.
Chapter 6. What is self-care? Make the most of yourself, for that is all there is of you. Ralph Waldo Emerson. What is self-care? Self-care involves taking care of yourself to be physically, mentally, and emotionally well. Simply stated, it means doing things for yourself that feel nourishing, allowing its benefits to increase self-esteem, reduce stress, improve your immune system, and increase your overall productivity. Merriam-Webster defines it as care for oneself. Self-care can be something as simple as saying, "Today I'm going to sit on my couch, clip my toenails, and do nothing but watch the paint dry on my walls." Self-care is meant to be calming, relaxing, something that you want or need to do for yourself, something that is physical, spiritual, or practical. With that being said, it may look different for each person. Nonetheless, it is essentially about listening to your body, mind, and spirit, and ultimately deciding what it is you need at that particular moment in time. Is self-care being selfish? Absolutely not. When you think of self-care, consider what we're told on an airplane by the flight attendant about emergency procedures. You are instructed to put the air mask on yourself first, then reach out to assist and put the mask on your neighbor. I know it sounds a bit outlandish, especially to a mother, but imagine this. How can your, for instance, toddler or infant help you in the case of an extreme emergency? The likelihood is slim. So, in essence, what is being said is get yourself together first, then you can help others. Truth be told, part of the problems we have as busy women is that we're often stretched too thin and exhausted. Creating your path to self-care will alleviate, if at best, significantly minimize your levels of stress and exhaustion. As I tell my clients, wellness is a journey. Don't be so hard on yourselves because we're all still a work in progress. But rest assured, continual intentional practice will yield the best results in making yourself a priority and mastering the art of self-care. Just as our lives are filled with varying nuance, so are our dimensions of holistic wellness. During our most challenging times, we may find ourselves relying on what used to work to help carry us through. What happens when you find that it no longer works? When we compromise integrating too many functional holistic dimensions, oftentimes we may find ourselves with elevated struggles and increased difficulty handling things we could have easily handled in the past. Self-care involves taking care of your entire being, which means doing things for yourself that feel nourishing. Its benefits have been linked to higher self-esteem, reduced stress, improved immune system, and increased productivity. When we give ourselves compassion, we are opening our hearts in a way that can transform our lives. Dr. Kristen Neff. So now you ask, how do I get started with a self-care routine without completely disrupting my already busy day? Imagine for the moment the butterfly. If truth be told, they are quite scary-looking creatures when they're in the form of a caterpillar. Yet somewhere along the way, they crawl around, freaking everyone out at their existence, finding ways to feed and nourish themselves at that stage. Then at some point, they evolve into the most beautifully colored butterflies, dancing and skipping around flowers, and us. From the beginning of their journey, who would have ever thought that the unsightly appearance that they had as a caterpillar would not be their final destination in life? How would we ever have thought that they had such beautiful arrays of colors and forms inside. Self-care is about continually nourishing yourself from the inside first through personal development, positive thoughts, mindsets, perceptions, and processes, then moving on to other areas in your life that may need attention. In the beginning stages, you can start by thinking of activities that bring you joy and restore your energy. Go outside and get some fresh air. You'll be pleasantly surprised at how nature is a natural healer for the overwhelmed and stressed mind. Changing your scenery will oftentimes create mental clarity and depths of relaxation that are unimaginable. If you still can't readily decide, below are a few tips I've compiled to get your creative juices flowing. Simply select one practice you'd like to incorporate into your routine the following week. Follow through with it, and then reflect on how accomplishing that made you feel at the end of week 1. When you're ready, you can add additional self-care activities you prefer, or a few ideas from those listed below. Examples of what a daily self-care routine could look like may include dedicating a quiet time alone in the morning for prayer or meditation, writing in a journal, reading a personal development book, organizing your closet, desk, and cabinets. Spend 5 minutes paying attention to your breath. Be alone with your thoughts and reflect on what you're grateful for. Make a list of what you'd like to do for yourself that day and do them. Going for a walk in the park. Sitting at the lake, watching the waves of the water alone. Try a new recipe. Take the time to prepare your meals or pack your lunch without rushing. Eat a healthy breakfast when you're not behind the wheel. Watch a funny movie. Laughter is still the best medicine. Take yourself out to dinner. Take a day off when the kids are at school or your house is free of any other occupants. Have cut-off time for working so you can decompress. Turn off your phone for an hour each night. Call a friend for a chat. Enjoy doing a hobby or creating a new project. Turn on some music and dance to it. Create a bedtime routine without electronics, and the list goes on. The way that you incorporate self-care into your day may look very different from another person's self-care routine. Essentially, it is a personal choice that involves listening to your body and understanding exactly what it is you need. There are many different ways to focus on self-care, including eating healthily, getting enough good quality sleep, pampering activities, spending time with friends and family, and scheduling leisure and hobby time into your day. Either way, the most important factor of them all is to get started today. Half of the trouble of this life can be traced to saying yes too quickly and not saying no soon enough. Josh Billings. Thought Provoker 101. The Art of Saying No. Do you feel the pressure to say yes to everything? Overwhelmed with the requests from family, friends, foes, and coworkers, do you find it difficult to say no? Saying yes to fulfilling other people's needs can lead to you neglecting your own. Saying yes all the time can lead to mental and physical exhaustion. How can you learn to say no more often? Saying no is an underutilized skill that is essential for self-care. It simply means that you're prioritizing your own needs and caring for yourself. Here are some tips to assist you in being comfortable in saying no. Set your personal boundaries. Decide the things, events, or requests you are and are not willing to do. Once you have this cemented in your mind, saying no will become easier. When someone asks you to do something, tell them you'll need to think about it and take your time in answering, days if needed. Number 3, consider what is being asked and how it will impact you, your time, and your life. Then when you're ready, you can answer yes or no truthfully with no guilty aftermath. Number 4, finally, be firm and polite when saying no. You don't have to be upset or get yourself worked up to reply, because no is just that, no. Number 5, you've already taken the time to think about the request, so don't feel the need to explain your no. Don't ever feel that you must give a lengthy explanation or apologize. As soon as you focus on your needs and start putting yourself first, you'll become better at saying no. Integrating self-care practices into your day may look very different in comparison to another person's self-care routine. Essentially, it is a personal choice and involves listening to your body and understanding exactly what it is you need. There are many ways to focus on self-care with whole body, mind, and spirit personal development and growth strategies. A few others include getting enough good quality sleep, eating better, keeping your body in motion, pampering activities, spending quality time with friends or family, and scheduling leisure or hobby time into your day. You might like to include some meditation and relaxation exercises into your morning or evening routine, like the deep breathing and visualization techniques I discussed earlier. On extremely busy days, there's still no excuse not to simply grab 5 minutes in a quiet place to work on yourself. Another great self-care activity I'm favorable to is journal writing. As you write, you will clarify your thoughts and feelings, and with a clear mind, you'll gain a sense of perspective. You'll feel more peace and joy, less stress, and get to know yourself better. It can be a very powerful tool to help you understand what is happening inside your mind and body. Self-care doesn't have to take up much time, nor is it intended to be stressful. Simply make sure you have time to do the things you love, and that makes you feel good in your busy day. You'll be proud of yourself for making viable steps towards your holistic self-care and wellness. To fuel your work-life balance without losing your power, passion, and purpose resides within your power to first control yourself.
Thank you again for tuning in to Complete Wellness with Cindy, the Busy Woman's Cheerleader. Follow me on social media at Busy Woman's Cheerleader. Remember, together we write our stories, share our journeys, create memories, and leave our marks in history. Until next time, peace, blessings, and joy be multiplied to you. Ta-ta.